There's something you've always felt but never been able to name, a quiet tension beneath your everyday decisions, a low hum in the background of your life. You choose, you act, you move forward, and yet something feels off. Like no matter how far you go, you're still not in control. Like freedom is just out of reach, an idea that never quite becomes real. You tell yourself you're free, but deep down, a question lingers. If I'm so free, why do I feel so trapped? Let's start here. You were born into a world already in motion. You didn't choose your name. You didn't choose your language, your beliefs, your body, your country, your parents. You inherited them. And then they told you, now go make your own choices. But how can you be free when everything that shaped you was chosen by someone else? This isn't just a personal crisis, it's a human one. Plato warned us about it 2,400 years ago. In his famous allegory of the cave, he describes prisoners chained since birth, forced to face a wall. Behind them is a fire. Between the fire and the prisoners, others walk by holding objects, casting shadows on the wall. The prisoners believe the shadows are reality because it's all they've ever seen. One day, one of them breaks free and turns around. He sees the fire. He stumbles out of the cave. The sunlight blinds him. But eventually, he begins to see the world as it truly is. And when he returns to free the others, they don't believe him. They mock him. They threaten to kill him. Because the illusion of freedom is safer than the truth. Now look at your life. From childhood, you were shown shadows on the wall. Success looks like this. Love feels like that. Be normal, be polite, be productive, and you learn to obey. Not through force, but through reward, through praise, through belonging. You became fluent in a language that wasn't yours. You built a life around rules you didn't write, and you called it freedom. Nietzsche saw this trap too, but he called it by a different name, the herd. Most people, he said, live not as individuals, but as members of a collective. They think what others think. They want what others want. They fear what others fear. Because to stand alone, to think for yourself, is painful. It means being misunderstood, rejected, laughed at, hated. So we pretend, we smile, we follow the path, and we convince ourselves, I chose this. But what if you didn't? Let me ask you something uncomfortable. How many of your choices are actually yours? The career you're in, the people you date, the way you dress, the opinions you post online, the goals you chase. How many of them are rooted in your deepest truth, and how many are just convenient lies? We often mistake options for freedom, but a menu of choices given to you by someone else is not real freedom. It's a curated illusion. It's the cave, painted prettier. Carl Jung said, people will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own soul. And that includes mistaking comfort for freedom. Because real freedom is terrifying. It means letting go of identity. It means asking questions that don't have answers. It means walking away from everything familiar, including parts of yourself. It's the man who leaves the cave, blinded, shaking, alone, but finally awake. But we resist that awakening. We stay in dead relationships because at least it's someone. We stay in careers we hate because at least it pays. We keep scrolling, numbing, buying, because silence is where the truth lives, and truth is loud when you stop distracting yourself. We don't want freedom, we want certainty, and the system gives it to us. Through titles, likes, labels, schedules, it gives us a script, and we perform it flawlessly. Until one day, you look in the mirror and see a stranger staring back. The philosopher Erich Fromm once wrote about this. He called it escape from freedom. He said that modern humans have become terrified of their own autonomy because freedom requires responsibility. If you're truly free, then your life is yours alone. Your failures, your pain, your emptiness. You can't blame your parents. You can't blame society. You can't blame fate. You are the author now, and that pen is heavy. But here's the twist. You were never meant to be free by default. Freedom is not given, it's earned. Through self-awareness, through courage, through destruction of the false self. Machiavelli understood this in his own ruthless way. He said that power belongs not to those who seek comfort, but to those who are willing to act without permission. The same is true for inner power. You won't find it by playing it safe. You won't find it by asking for approval. You'll find it in solitude, in rebellion, in questioning the script until it dissolves in your hands. And here's what they don't tell you. The first taste of real freedom doesn't feel good. It feels like loss, because you will lose people. You will disappoint others. You will outgrow roles you used to worship. But what you gain is yourself, and no one can take that from you. So what now? You don't have to burn your life down overnight, but you can start small. Stop saying yes when you mean no. Question your shoulds. Sit in silence and listen to the voice beneath the noise. Ask yourself daily, what do I truly want, and who taught me to want it? Not the version of you that's performing, not the version of you that's pleasing, the real you, the one buried under years of conditioning. Let them speak, and don't be surprised if they whisper things like, I don't want this job. I don't believe in this anymore. I'm tired of pretending. I want to be free. That voice is your first step out of the cave. Don't silence it. Honor it. Because the world doesn't need more perfectly curated prisoners. It needs people brave enough to walk into the light, even if it burns. You may not be as free as you think, but you're freer than you were yesterday, and that's enough to begin.